Thomas was born in USA, Florida, 1947 and is a great artist. He used the medium of oil paints to create his wonderful creations such as this and this. He is known worldwide for his funny hair, soothing voice, and his method of painting and his motto that everyone could learn to paint. He was the main artist for the Joy painting series and is known worldwide as the world's best oil painter. Now for Dividio Francis Carey. Dividio Francis Carey was born in Africa, Burkina Faso in 1965 and is an architect. He is the first African architect to win multiple prestigious awards, and whenever he makes structures such as homes, hospitals, schools, etc., he uses the natural building materials that he gets locally to build his structures. And these are some of his works. He is known as the world's best architect, and he was known for his creative mind and his skill of eye for design. So now I'm going to be comparing these two. When you're comparing them, there's a lot of differences and very few similarities. So I'm going to start with the differences. Bob Ross was born in USA, which is a country that has a high economy and many opportunities, and there lots of people are much more developed than people in Burkina Faso and worldwide. So dealing with these challenges, amidst them, Dividio Francis Carey has grown to the top and has become as successful as Bob Ross is because of his challenges. Because he couldn't have any opportunities to study, used his skills to rise to the level that Bob Ross is today. Now, I'm going to be taking you all back in time using this, a time machine that I created just 2 minutes ago. I know it's just a PowerPoint picture and a box, but who cares? So, we're going back in time in 3, 2, 1, now. See, it's your parents who are talking to you. And they look very sad. I think so I'm going to eavesdrop on you. Oh, so it's the usual parent talk. I'm sure everyone has experienced that, where the parent has told them not to whine about studies, school, eating, and that they are very lucky that they're going to school and learning things, and that other people don't get the same opportunities like they do. I'm sure everyone has had that time when the parent has told them. So, for my talk, I'm not going to talk about you or me, but I'm going to issue a problem. The problem is this. Many people today study really hard to get into a good college, and after they do, they go for their higher studies and then go looking for a job. Most people find it very difficult to find a job, and once they finally do get a job, they struggle to do all the requirements needed for that job because they don't have the correct skill set to do that job. I'm sure I get my point. The thing is, the problem is that the world is now advancing into a place where it doesn't need people who are only educated, but people who are also highly skilled. So that is one of the two problems I'm talking today. The people who live, the people who do not get the same opportunities like you, the people who live in slums, and the people who are poor and who are under the poverty line, homeless and don't get enough food to eat. They are the people who did not get the same opportunities like you. So the number of these people in India alone is a very high one. 784 million people in India alone are under the poverty line, and 2.1 million are living in slums. 1.8 million are homeless. Now, all these people together are people who have never been educated, and that is a very big number. And this number is in India alone. Think about that worldwide. So that is the problem. So I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to go to a time where me and my mom were traveling in an auto with my auntie. We were at a signal. So a lady like this came to us with a baby in her arms, asking us for money. My mother was about to give, but my auntie told her not to give. So after red light had been gone and we were driving, my mother asked her why she told not to give. My auntie replied saying that these people take the money that they get from the streets and roads for illegal reasons such as drugs and alcohol. And I did not believe my auntie at that time. So I went and did some researching, and I found out that these people are not the ones who are willingly doing this, but they are pressurized by people called mafia. These people threaten them and do not allow them to live in peace unless they do their bidding. So another thing my auntie had said was that these people use forks and poke their babies so that their babies will start crying. They will get more attention, and that they will have a higher chance of getting money. That is one of the things. The second thing is that they infuse drugs into their children so that they will be sleeping and not irritating them throughout the day. And when they need them to cry, they can just poke them. So that is all the things that has been happening in India. And these mafia people are all over the world. Now, I came up with a solution. Actually, a 2-in-1 solution. So, one idea plus one formula equal a proper solution. So, I'm going to start with the formula. The formula is basically time plus the skill of your choice. Suppose you put your time or effort into your skill of, say, art, and you would learn from someone or learn it yourself how to do art, and that would be it. And so this other part of the solution is that for startup companies. So I had an idea for those startup companies that had wanted to be the next big thing. So this idea is basically that they could start a movement or place small buildings or centers, you could call them, where people could go and learn the skills of their choice and come out and use those skills to build their career into a much greater future. Now that is my idea. And if you use that formula with the idea together, this comes out well, because these startup companies can send teachers there who can use this formula for teaching these skills. Now, my dream is that the world should be a better place and that everyone should have jobs. With the world now advancing, people need ways to earn salary and get money for their daily living, because now in a few years everything is advancing very fast, and then there won't be anyone that would cause a great economical threat to the nation and also worldwide. So my dream is that everyone should have at least a few set of skills to help them frame the career into a brighter future, and that they should be much more better in their work and in their daily lives, and that they can use skills to pay bills. Thank you.